Right now on Up with KREM, students in the Inland Northwest are headed back to school. This morning, our crews are spread out across the region to show you what it looks like. Channing Curtis is live from Deer Park.
That's right, Tim. Things are starting to get a little crowded around here. We've seen several teachers already moving in with some of their classroom supplies. And speaking of supplies, Deer Park has a pretty special gift for some of their students. I'll tell you all about it coming up.
President Biden is defending his decision to pull the U.S. military out of Afghanistan, a withdrawal that's now completely over.
I was not going to extend this forever war, and I was not extending a forever exit.
Now, why his political opponents disagree with his decisions.
And we've got the first day of school here in Cheney. We're at Snowden Elementary, and you can hear it off in the distance. That's school buses pulling into the parking lot as we speak, parents dropping off kids. It's here, the first day of school, and I've got your forecast.
Up with KREM begins now.
Hi, good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us on Up with KREM. Students across the region are headed back to school today. This morning, we have live team coverage. Channing Curtis is in Deer Park this morning. She's talking about a new program for students to make sure they have what they need on the first day. Plus, of course, that fresh first day of school outfit. And meteorologist Jeremy Legoo is in Cheney this morning with the back to school forecast. And Jeremy, I could see it looks like parents and the kiddos in the drop off lane there. Does it look like most of them are taking your advice and wearing a jacket?
No, nobody is. It's the first day of school. No kid wants to do that. It's going to ruin the outfit. You got to rock a t-shirt. You got to rock that favorite sweatshirt. Yeah, basically sweatshirts is about it. A couple of shorts on the kids out here. You can't tell kids how to dress. That's just the way life works. But hey, if I were one of them, I would be in a jacket myself. You can just shove it in the bottom of your backpack by the time you're done with the day. But either way, it's a chilly start. In Spokane, it's a bit warmer than it is here in Cheney or Deer Park. We're struggling to get out of the 30s this morning where we are. In Spokane, you're still looking at temps in the 40s. Lots of kids here early on this morning, and oh man, they're excited. First day of school, I'm excited too. Current temps around the region, well, basically I've picked some hot spots for you. Sandpoint really tells the story of everywhere that is kind of outside of the cities. So once you get out of those cities, those temperatures drop into the low 40s and upper 30s. For that reason, we have a frost advisory in place for northeastern Washington, the western portion of North Idaho, and then down into the Palouse. You can cut out Spokane and Coeur d'Alene from that. It's just a little warmer there with the cities helping out. The reason we have that is because there's not a cloud in the sky, and most of the morning it was calm wind, and that combination allows for radiative cooling. It means temperatures drop, and they drop big time. As we move through the day, expect decent air quality. We hover between good and moderate. That means you can get outside, you can exercise, you can go to recess. Oh my gosh, I forgot recess was a thing until just now. I'm excited for it. By this afternoon, temps on the rise. Here's your pop quiz forecast. I think we go from the 40s early on this morning, that includes here in Spokane, to near 70 later on this afternoon. Oh, it's gonna be a nice day. By this afternoon, excellent. Just downright excellent, Tim. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fantastic.
The best first day ever. All right, Jeremy, thanks so much. Now we turn our attention to Channing Curtis. She's joining us from Deer Park. And Channing, you're telling us more about a really great program that the school district set up for students this year to make sure they have everything they need.
That's right, Tim. You know, the first day of school is so exciting, and there's so much preparation that goes into it. I mean, you know, you got to get up and get your lunch ready, get your backpack ready, pick out your fresh back to school outfit. But even before then, you have to buy back to school's clothes and even back to school supplies. So this year, Deer Park is actually providing their K through 8th grade students with school supplies, and it's a huge benefit. They are realizing that this past year has been such a struggle for so many families, and so they're giving these free school supplies to these students as a part of some additional funding that the district and some other districts also received. Now, it's something that Assistant Superintendent Alexa Allman says is just another great benefit to their families and even adds to the first day of school excitement.
Really, like, I don't even know how to describe the day, but you'll feel it when you're there, because it's just the energy and the anxiety and the joy and excitement of the day is just, it's amazing. And it's a very special day. So, and I'm looking forward to this year and with all of our students returning in person.
Now, another thing that the assistant superintendent told me is all of the positive feedback that they've gotten from parents as well as staff members within the district regarding this free school supplies, because when parents get ready to send their kids to school this morning, they don't have to pack up their backpacks. All they have to do is grab their lunchbox and just go. All of those school supplies are already in the teachers' classrooms. As a matter of fact, we're seeing a lot of teachers coming through here now and making sure that they have everything ready for these students. On their first day of school, they won't have anything to worry about. Such a great and exciting time for everybody. So from Deer Park, I'm Channing Curtis. Tim Olsen, things back to you.
So exciting, Channing. Thanks so much. Well, this morning we want you to send in your back to school pictures. Text them to us 509-448-2000 and we'll be sharing them all this week as part of our special back to school coverage. Love the great photos, even some throwbacks there. Love it. All right, the time now is 7:36. This morning, local Paralympian Jaylene Roberts qualified for the 100-meter final, and in doing so, she also set an American record. Roberts also has a silver medal under her belt from this Games, and she got it in the long jump over the weekend. So she was also a finalist in the 200-meter sprint last week. She has the 5th fastest time going into tomorrow's finals.
I don't think enough people understand how much we've asked of the 1% of this country who put that uniform on.
President Biden addressed the nation on Tuesday in a speech marking the end of the longest war in the U.S. history. Critics accused the president of mishandling the withdrawal, leading to a chaotic evacuation that included a suicide bombing, killing 13 U.S. troops and many Afghans. The president says the tragedy emphasized why it was time to get out. Republican critics insist the move has weakened American security and reject the Taliban's promise to keep extremist groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS out. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy noted that more than 100 U.S. citizens were left behind.
Get every American home. I believe there should be accountability for what I see as probably the biggest failure in American government on a military stage in my lifetime.
The White House says the State Department will continue to work to get those people out of Afghanistan. It's time for your morning rush. More news in less time. Local North Idaho hospitals are calling for medical volunteers to help them care for a flood of new patients. The most recent among them is Gritman Medical Center in Moscow. They currently have 23 patients hospitalized with COVID-19, and they are looking for volunteers with medical experience. It's the end of an era for Gonzaga. After nearly 35 years with the school, athletic director Mike Roth has had his last day on Tuesday. When Roth started with Gonzaga athletics, he said he wanted to win in 3 areas: the classroom, community, and in competition.
If what I did as athletic director had a positive impact on even just one person, then I was successful. And hopefully it was more than one. And it wasn't because I was trying to make an impact as much as I was just trying to do the right thing.
During Roth's time as a director of athletics, he earned 73 NCAA tournament or championship appearances, and 31 student athletes have all been named All-American. The newest high school in Liberty Lake is ready to open. It will welcome its first class of students in just under a week. The school has been in the works for 3 years now. Back in 2018, the Central Valley School District passed a levy to add an additional high school.
We're all just kind of in awe on how it's turned out and how our kids are coming on campus now and they're doing their activities and their athletics, and we're a school, and Ridgeline High School is here.
The building is expansive with floor-to-ceiling windows all across campus. The design will bring in more light for students and faculty because many classrooms don't have windows. That's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.